Testing 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, dear Kenyans. Today, I wish to address myself on the planned peaceful protests for Thursday, 25th June, 2026, to commemorate the 24th and 25th June 2025 and Sabasaba Day 2025 protests. In June 2024 and 2025, hundreds of our young promising Kenyans were butchered by this regime, others abducted and tortured, some were buried, and others have not been found to date. You are also aware that property worth millions of shillings, businesses and livelihoods were destroyed by goons under police escort and supervision. Our young people and leaders were traumatized and dragged through courts of law under terrorism charges, all of which were trumped up and forced. To all Kenyans who lost their loved ones and lost their livelihoods in the three unfortunate events under the hands of William Ruto over the last 4 years, we are sorry. This is not what 55 million Kenyans expected of him, and also the 7.2 million Kenyans who voted for him. Dear Kenyans, on Saturday, 20th June 2026, the Cabinet Secretary for Health, one notorious warmonger, Aden Duale, said that protests will only happen in the Mount Kenya region this Thursday, 25th June. This was not an idle statement. It was a reflection of what has been planned. I have credible intelligence that Kipchumba Murkomen and Raymond Omolo, using Moses Kuria and Kimani Ichung'wa, Susan Kihika from Nakuru, and other UDA leaders allied to William Ruto, have organized goons to cause terror and mayhem in Nairobi and the Mount Kenya region and blame the opposition. 200 million shillings was withdrawn this morning from a bank in Upper Hill, where an account of confidential expenditure is operated by the State Department of Internal Security. And these funds are for mobilizing goons and deploying them to unleash terror and mayhem in the Mount Kenya region, Nairobi, Kajiado, and Narok, among other places in the country. Police have been told to escort the goons at night using police lorries and matatos hired from notorious circles and deployed across the region. Senior police officers have told us in confidence that they are very uncomfortable with the instructions they have been given personally by Kipchumba Murkomen, that they should stay off and let the goons destroy businesses, light bonfires, and create chaos. These goons, we have confirmed, will be accompanied by officers in plain clothes under the direction of Kipchumba Murkomen to give cover to the goons. The notorious Nairobi Sierra rogue police squad under Kipchumba Murkomen is the one organizing the deployment of these goons across the region. The senior police officers have told us they have been told to intervene after the goons have done their work and left, and then descend on ordinary Kenyans, innocent people, arrest them and charge them with crimes under the Terrorism Act. I have been informed that DCP strongholds have been targeted for this violence so that the DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua and leaders allied to him can be blamed as the instigators of violence. For the record, Goonism has become part of the National Police Service since Kipchumba Murkomen became the CS Interior. Last night he was on Citizen TV and he could not explain himself on anything. When shown the video footage of goons under police escort, he shamelessly said that they are watchmen guarding shops, whereas the goons are seen patrolling streets in police Land Cruisers and under police escort. I have been informed that Kipchumba Murkomen has convinced William Ruto that unleashing violence in the Mount Kenya region will convince the rest of Kenyans that only the Mount Kenya people have a problem with him and that they are violent. And it's the Mount Kenya people fighting their own people. Looking at the situation, I want to appeal to the Gen Zs with a lot of humility and kindness to consider not going out to the streets. These are our children and grandchildren whom we need next year to help us liberate this country through the ballot. From the violence that has been planned by the state using police and goons, I have no doubt in my mind that lives will be lost. These are young children who have a great future and who need an opportunity to live their full life. I want to persuade them with a lot of humility that retreat is not surrender and strategy is not cowardice. I want to persuade them that there is a constitutional way of dealing with William Ruto next year. We don't have to go to the streets and expose ourselves to death and injury. For sure, state has organized very serious violence. That is why the fake deputy president has been issuing threats. That is why William Ruto has been issuing threats. That's why Kipchumba Murkomen has been issuing threats, because they have actually organized violence against the people of Kenya under the guise that they are goons. Kipchumba Murkomen cannot arrest these goons because he's one who has recruited them, paid them, and deployed them. They will be working for the state to cause mayhem, to unleash terror, to allow the police now to come in and shoot people. Because the strategy is the state organizes goons accompanied by officers in plainclothes. They wreak havoc, they destroy property. Then the police now have a reason to come in. The goons withdraw because they cannot be shot, they cannot be arrested because they have been brought by the police, they have been brought by the government, and then kill innocent people, maim innocent people. I'm therefore asking agencies, strategy is not cowardice. Please, my sons and daughters, my grandchildren, consider. We need you alive. We need you to help us transform this country next year. You cannot do it when you are dead. You cannot do it when you are injured. The state has unleashed war against Kenyans as a strategy to intimidate Kenyans, to stop free expression of what they feel and what they want. For that reason, I do ask all businessmen across the country, especially the targeted areas of Nairobi, the Mount Kenya region, Kajiado and Narok, not to open their businesses on Thursday, 25th June 2026, and keep them closed and ensure they are well protected. Let them organize people to protect their businesses even when they are shut, because we have seen before goons in Nairobi breaking into businesses that are already closed. To those with vehicles, both for public service and private motorists, I urge you to keep off the road, stay at home. There is no need to expose yourself and your motor vehicles to danger. Stay at home, read, watch TV, and play with your children and your grandchildren. All workers of Kenya, I plead with you, stay at home. The state has organized terror against Kenyans. Don't expose yourself to danger when we know there's danger. To all parents, I agree, and I'm happy that our children are home for midterm. Let them stay indoors. We saw last time in Dubai, stray bullets killed a young girl of 12 years. We don't want our children to be exposed to danger by going to play out. Let them stay indoors. Do homework, watch TV, and play games within the safety of your homes. I ask all Kenyans tomorrow, on Thursday, to stay indoors, stay at home, avoid the state-sponsored militia organized by Kipchumba Murkomen, who is ruthless. Your family needs you when you are safe. There is no need for you to make a point, then you end up in a casket. Then you end up with injury. Then you end up with your businesses ruined. I think if all Kenyans stayed at home, we'll have made a very big statement. Stop the country, stop the economy is a very effective way of protest. The international community will see, Kenyans will see. Let everybody stay at home. Let us not give William Ruto and Kipchumba Murkomen the opportunity to kill the people of Kenya, to destroy their businesses. It's pointless. It doesn't make sense. In any case, all those who are aggrieved by this system, the Constitution has provided an opportunity next year through the ballot to get rid of William Ruto and his people. Let us take advantage of the constitutional mechanism that has been availed to the people of Kenya to deal with this rogue administration. Let us not go against guns. Let us not go against goons. Let us not go against tear gas. Let us not face a brutal president and a brutal cabinet secretary. Kenyans will be the loser. I know it may sound defeatist. I know many Kenyans will get disappointed that we look like we are giving up. We are just being human. This cause is not worth to lose human life. The battle against William Ruto is not worth destruction of our businesses, because the Constitution has provided a very elaborate mechanism to deal with the rogue administration. Let us all be patient. Let us suppress our anger. We'll have sufficient opportunity next year to deal with William Ruto and this rogue regime. I ask all Kenyans to keep off the streets, to keep off towns, to keep off cities, and stay at home. In our towns here in the mountain, the people who are being brought to cause havoc are from outside. Be on the lookout for outsiders. Don't allow people to destroy your towns, to destroy your villages. Everybody knows each other. Outsiders are known. To Moses Kuria, I ask you, what happened to you, my brother? Why have you allowed yourself to be used by William Ruto to persecute your kinsmen? Why, Moses Kuria? How much money do you need? Why are you organizing goons to destroy property belonging to your people? Why? Kimani Ichung'wa, people of Kikuyu have elected you 3 times. Why? Last year, you organized goons to burn the law courts. You caused young people to be charged with terrorism. Why do you do this? How much does William Ruto pay you to persecute your own people? Why have you turned against your own community? What do you hope to achieve by this senseless violence against your own people? What do you want to achieve? How do you feel when your kinsmen are being brutalized by goons and police? How do you feel when the sweat of your kinsmen, businesses they have developed over the years, is being destroyed by goons and police at the government watch? I want to plead with you and your conscience. Please call off this violence. Call off these goons. It's unnecessary. Don't hurt your people. Don't hurt their businesses. Don't unleash terror on your own people. Much as you want to help President William Ruto to get reelected, this cannot be a good strategy. And the more you hurt the people, the more you terrorize them, the more they hate William Ruto and his government. I don't think you are helping him. You are putting him in more trouble with the citizens. He has caused enough pain to the people by destroying the educational sector, the health sector, the business sector. When you add now violence against innocent people in church, against businesses, killing young people, is adding insult to injury. I finally want to ask the people of Kenya to be good citizens and to be peaceful and to register as voters. This is the only way they can redeem their dignity and their safety. It's the only way they can have good governance. All these other methods will not work. As for me and my party, the DCP, I want to confirm that we are all abiding citizens and we are peaceful people. I've always advocated for change through constitutional means, and I am focused on having change next year through the ballot. That is my focus. We have no time to entertain violence. We have no time to entertain unorthodox means of changing a government. We want to change this government through the ballot next year. And that is my prayer to all. That is all I plead with our people, to know that we have an opportunity next year to address all these matters in a very conclusive manner so that Kenya can be peaceful and Kenya can have good governance and people can flourish and they can meet their aspirations and they can be able to have better lives. Asanteni sana. Gwenda kuoya mweke kuria andu aitu othe haria mari uhoro uyu wa muthenya wa kana wa maandamano ma Gen Z. Thirikari ni bangite maundu matari mega muno gitukano gia gatakati makihuthira Moses Kuria na Kimani wa Ichung'wa gucaria mikora ya guka kuhura andu gucira indo cia andu nigetha borithi ingirire yuke urage ciana citu na ihure andu. Mikora iyo irabangwo ni Kipchumba Murkomen na ikarugamirwo ni borithi. Mbeca citayari ni ndute milioni 200 cia kuriha mikora yuke yakie mĩaki yananga indo cia andu. Borithi meroreire, borithi meritwo matikamorie ta mathaa 3 kana 4 mambe mareke mathukangie indo cia andu, mahure andu, makie mĩaki, mikora icoke ehute. Borithi riu ingirire nigetha yuke yurage andu, irathe andu na inyite andu imaigirire macira ma maheni. Gwenda kwira andu aitu hatire bata wa guthie kwiyuragiria ukimenya kwina njoragano. Ciana citu cia Gen Z ndiciehoe na gitio, cietikire tu cikare micii, itigetware ugwati-ini. Andu aria mena biacara ngumoria matikahingure biacara ciao, maikare mucii. Andu aria othe mena mitoka matikarute mitoka micii, maikare na mitoka micii. Andu aria othe marutaga mawira maikare micii. Ciana ni njoire midterm nguria ciari cikare nyumba tondu hindi yengi kuria Nduberi gwi ciana ciarathirwo ni thigari igithaka kuguja. Hatire bata ciana ici tucirekerie guthaka nja, hihi mwana ri ukagurare kana oragwo. Gwenda kwira andu aitu ona marakarite ni thirikari ino ya William Ruto na maundu mari ereka, metikire tu gukiriria, mandikithie kura nĩ magakorwo na kanya mwaka ũyũ ũroka kũmũingata gĩthurano-inĩ gĩgatiba, tondũ gatiba ya Kenya nĩ ĩthondekete atĩ mũndũ wothe ũthũkĩtie bũrũri, andũ a Kenya mena wĩigĩrĩrĩki na uge wa kũmũingata kuma gĩtĩ-inĩ. Njuge hatirĩ bata tũthiĩ barabara tũkoragwo, hatirĩ bata andũ mahingũre nduka ciao cio kana indo ciao cianangwo, wega nĩ andũ tu maikare mĩciĩ, mũndũ wothe ndakaume mũciĩ, ona niĩ ngatinda mũciĩ, andũ othe maikare mĩciĩ twĩrorere, nĩgetha tũkĩone kana oragani aya nĩ magagĩconoka matige kũraga ciana citũ na matigathũkangie indo cia andũ. Na nĩ ngwenda kũria Moses Kuria, nĩkĩ kĩamũnyitire agĩtĩkĩra kũhũthĩrwo nĩ William Ruto kũbanga wanangi wa indo cia andũ ao. Moses Kuria, andũ aya nĩ a nyũmba yanyu, nĩo managũthura magakũhe gĩtĩo magĩgwĩtaga njamba ya rũrĩrĩ. Nĩkĩ gĩatũmire wĩtĩkĩre kũhũthĩrwo nĩ William Ruto kũgarũrũka andũ a nyũmba yanyu? Nĩkĩ gĩtũmaga wĩtĩkĩre kũbanga mĩkora kũhũra andũ anyu na gũthũkia indo ciao na gũciananga? Kĩmani wa Icũng'wa andũ a Gĩkũyũ magũthurĩte mĩaka 3 maita 3. Nĩkĩ gĩkĩ waheirwo nĩ William Ruto wagarũrũkire andũ anyu? Ũtũrĩ ũmahũraga, ũtũrĩ ũbangaga mĩkora ya kũhũra andũ anyu, ũtũrĩ ũhũthagĩra borithi kũnyarira andũ anyu. Kaĩ ũtangĩigua gunyĩrĩrĩ atĩ nyũmba yanyu nĩ kũninwo ĩraninwo nĩ William Ruto, na we mwĩna Kuria, Kĩmani wa Icũng'wa nĩ inyuĩ mũrateithĩrĩria Ruto kũnina nyũmba yanyu? Ndware nĩ araugire atĩ gũgakorwo na thĩna kĩrĩma-inĩ, aramenyeire kũ? Arauga ũguo tondũ nĩoĩ nĩguo mũbangĩte. Ndĩraiguire Icũng'wa akiuga indo nĩ igathũkio, aramenyeire kũ? Nĩ tondũ nĩguo mũbangĩte, na nĩ twakĩrwo nĩ borithi nĩ irerwo cikare kando na ikarakara mũno, ireke mĩkora na borithi ĩrĩa ĩkĩrĩte nguo cia raia yanange indo cia andũ na ĩrehe thagathago thĩinĩ wa gũkũ kĩrĩma na thĩinĩ wa Nairobi na kũrĩa Kitengela na kũrĩa Ongata Rongai na kũrĩa Narok, mũno kũrĩa andũ matũsapotaga. Nĩ tũramenya mũrenda kũrehe mbara ĩno nĩgetha mũcoke mũigĩrĩre Rigathi wa Gachagua, mũigĩrĩre andũ arĩa maceraga nake atĩ nĩo marehete mbara. Ithuĩ tũtirĩ andũ a mbara, ithuĩ tũrĩ andũ a thayũ. Ithuĩ twĩtĩkĩtie atĩ President William Ruto tũkamũingata gĩgatiba. Ithuĩ tũtikwenda kũmũingata na njĩra ĩtarĩ ya gatiba, tũkwenda akaingatwo na gatiba mwaka ũyũ ũroka. Koguo ngwenda kũria andũ othe moe kura meharĩrie, mwaka ũyũ ũroka tũgathiĩ irebe-inĩ mũthenya wa gĩthurano mweri 10/8, tweherie mũndũ ũcio tondũ nĩ athũkĩtie bũrũri, agathũkia gĩthomo, agathũkia ũrigitani, agathũkia biacara, agacina indo citũ kũrĩa Gĩkomba, akoraga ciana citũ, agathũkia biacara citũ, na agatuĩka mũndũ ũrehete mũtino mũnene mũno thĩinĩ wa bũrũri ũyũ wa Mũgĩkũyũ. Koguo niĩ ngwenda kwĩra andũ aitũ maige thayũ, na mũthenya ũcio wa kana andũ othe maikare mũciĩ, arĩa marutaga wĩra matigathiĩ wĩra, arĩa mathiaga na mĩtoka matikaumagare, ciana itikaumagare, mũndũ wothe aikare mũciĩ nginya mũthenya ũcio ũthire, nĩgetha andũ matikoragwo na andũ matikagurare. Asanteni sana.